Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday service. Today we're trying something new. We're going to have a really music-heavy, spirit-led service as much as we possibly can. So I hope everyone can really appreciate the songs, listen to the lyrics, feel the spirit, and really get into it. So please rise. We're going to sing a bunch of songs today, starting with How Great Is Our God. Splendor of the King, clothed in majesty. Let all the earth rejoice. Let all the earth rejoice. He wraps himself in light, and darkness tries to hide, and trembles at his voice, trembles at his voice. How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? Oh, we'll see how great is our God. Age to age he stands, and time is in his hands. Beginning and the end, beginning and the end. The Godhead three in one, Father, Spirit, Son, the Lion and the Lamb, the Lion and the Lamb. How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? Oh, we'll see how great is our God. Name above all names, worthy of our praise. My heart will sing, how great is our God. You're the name above all names. You are worthy of our praise, and my heart will sing, how great is our God. How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? Oh, we'll see how great is our God. How great is our God? Oh, sing with me, how great is our God? Oh, we'll see how great is our God. One last time, how great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? Oh, we'll see how great is our God. I invite you to raise your hands or close your eyes. Do anything it takes to really feel the Spirit. this music inside of me.
You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God. God is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God. That is who you are. You are here, touching every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, healing every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God. That is who you are. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God. That is who you are. You are here, turning lives around. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, mending every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God. That is who you are. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God. That is who you are. 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 Even when you don't see it. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. You never stop. You never stop working. You never stop. You never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. You never stop. You never stop working. You never stop. You never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop. You never stop working. You never stop. You never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop. You never stop working. You never stop. You never stop working. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God. That is who you are. You are waymaker, worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I worship Your holy name. The sun comes up, it's a new day dawning. It's time to sing Your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing when the evening comes. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I'll worship Your holy name. You're rich in love and You're slow to anger. Your name is great and Your heart is kind. For all Your goodness I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I'll worship Your holy name. And on. All right. Right now, actually, we're going to dismiss Sunday school. So, Sunday school kids, you guys can head to your classrooms. I hope you have a beautiful and wonderful day. Thank you, Sunday school. You guys can go. And on that day when my strength is failing, the end draws near and my time has come, still my soul will sing Your praise unending. 10,000 years and then forevermore. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I'll worship Your holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I'll worship Your holy name. Lord, I'll worship Your holy name. Lord, I'll worship Your holy name. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see You. I want to see You. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord.
dearest Heavenly Parent and your parents. God, good morning. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for bringing us all together in this wonderful New Jersey Family Church for another Sunday morning. God, I pray that we can be inspired by your love, by your goodness, by your grace. That in this time, in this moment, we can feel your wisdom guiding us. We can let go of all the stresses and burdens of the week, and we can really be present here with you, here with each other, with our brothers and sisters, with our family, as we are all one family under God. I pray that you can watch over every single person here in this church. You can help us to really understand and digest the things we've been going through throughout this week, and to feel this inspiration and understanding that we're all here supporting each other and that you love us absolutely and completely. Yes, so please be with us and present in this time. Help every single person to really feel your love. I pray this on behalf of everyone here in my name, Eva Schneider, second generation of a blessed central family. Achu.
All right, good morning, everyone. Let's give a hand one more time to the band. That was amazing. You may be seated. Yes, happy Sunday, everyone. It's a beautiful day today, and I'm glad to see each and every one of you. So, this past week was quite a week. Actually, last week we had a beautiful engagement ceremony for one. Give him a hand. And this past week was quite busy for me. I've been traveling quite a bit. I've visited 6 other churches this past week as part of a Northeast tour, really sharing kind of the current activities that are going on and encouraging them in their efforts to grow. So this week, I wanted to focus on the topic of family, the school of love. So I'd like to ask you guys, why is family important? Why do you think family is important? Some initial thoughts. You can call it out. Connection, okay. Spiritual support. It's the school of love. Oh, that's the title of my sermon. Wow. It must resonate. Opportunity to be like God, feel like God. Oh, interesting. Both the highs and the lows. Okay, well, let's read and see what we have to understand here. The family is the world's most important institution, and Heavenly Parent created it to be the environment of the greatest happiness and goodness. Most important institution, more than the government, more than church. What other institutions are there? Hospitals, schools. Most important institution is the family. And it's meant to be the environment of the greatest happiness and goodness. The greatest happiness and goodness. Would you guys agree? Yes. Bruce agrees. What do you guys think? Yes, question mark. Let's continue. I'm saying that each person's happiness depends on his or her ability to achieve peace in their marriage and family. When true parents, true spouses, and true children form a peaceful family, happiness follows naturally. So just because you have a family doesn't mean that automatically it's going to be happy or good, right? It actually requires your ability to create peace between you and your spouse and you and your family. Yeah, there's a condition. It's not all free. You got to work for it. If you want to experience the greatest happiness and the greatest sense of goodness in the family, you need to have the ability to create peace. Anyone heard the phrase, happy wife, happy life? Every husband should be nodding their heads. When there's strife in the family, really, there is definitely no happiness. When the wife is upset, there is no happiness in the family. So it's really important. It requires effort to create that. But I want to get to the main topic, which is that family is the school of love. Why is that? You know, growing up, there are a few things that I appreciate about my own parents, what I learned from them. You know, from my mom, one time, I might have shared this before, but I like making lists and organizing myself. And especially at the end of the year, I compile all of my victories, write it all down. And one time I felt compelled, I don't want to keep these victories to myself. So I wanted to share it and report it to my parents. So I went downstairs and I said, you guys have a moment? And I was like, okay, sure. And then I started to share the victories from my past year with my parents. And so, I was happy to be able to report it to my parents. And then interestingly, my mom suddenly says, well, let me share my list. And then she started sharing her victories from the past, the key things that happened that past year. And it was an aha moment for me. I was like, oh, that's where I get it from. So it wasn't just on my own. I felt like that was one thing that I inherited from my mom's side. Actually, her dad was the principal of a high school. And there's a long line of educators on my mom's side. So even my joy of teaching and education actually has connection with my ancestry. And from my dad, the one thing I cherished in childhood was, I remember he would gather us every Sunday morning and he would have a new story to tell about how he was trying to share God's word with people. And just the simple childlike enthusiasm that he had was really inspiring to me as a child. And I think that's part of my interest in ministry, was from seeing that enthusiasm of my dad. One time he said, he was so proud. He was like, I got one of my, he was an architect and the president of a firm, construction firm. And he said, yeah, I got one of my clients to sign for a major contract. But I told him, before we sign, you have to sit down and listen to 3 hours of education, divine principle. And he was so happy that he could do that. This is like that's not quite related to the business that he was doing, but he felt compelled to share the good news, even in work. So I think all of us, we've inherited certain things from our parents, both the good and the bad. But I think it's important to identify and acknowledge the good things that you inherited from your parents. Okay? So maybe we'll take a time to do that today. Let's continue reading. The smallest unit in which God's love can be realized is the family. In life, the family is the most important school of love. Through education in love and sensibility, which only parents can accomplish, a child develops his capacity to love. So a key point here is really it's in the family that children learn and develop their capacity to love. You don't quite learn that in school. I mean, some schools, like the New Hope School, teaches on character and morality. Most schools focus on science, English, technology, so on and so forth. But it's so important to note that in the family is where you learn things about sharing, about listening to your parents, about all these important internal aspects about love, care, patience, all those things. And that's why we say the family is the school of love. In fact, when the family breaks down, there's been studies. When the family breaks down in a society, then the crime rate goes up. There's a very strong correlation. So it's not only important in the family, but when that kind of environment for learning the basic social relations is not there, then all kinds of social issues starts coming up in that community and society. Let's continue. This is the cornerstone of the formation of the child's personality. The family is a school for the education of children in virtue and norm. Children's personalities and spirituality develops as they emulate the lifestyle of their parents. So here in Family Federation, we are big on family. It's in the name, Family Federation, right? We really want to support each person, each family in cultivating healthy relations between the key relationships of husband, wife, parent, child, brother and sister. That's what we really emphasize and encourage. So I started talking about the family contributing to a peaceful world. So it's not just about the unit of our own happiness and goodness, but it has a connection to society as well. Let's read. The family composed of parents, a couple, and children is the abridged form of the world. The way for humankind to live is to expand love for the family into love for the world. You should consider and love old people as your grandparents, middle-aged people as your parents, people who look older than you as your older brothers and sisters, and people who look younger than you as your younger brothers and sisters. Okay? So you can look around. If someone's older than you, you can treat them like depends how much older, right? But the point is that a neighborhood or it takes a village, right? A village. What you learn in the family, that's how you also learn how to relate with other people outside of your family, right? So the true person is the one who considers everybody as his or her family and whose heart can love the whole of humankind by transcending the walls and barriers of nations. So this is a very simple concept, but it's not so easy to implement. How many of you guys love everyone in your family? Okay, that's great. You guys are amazing. How many guys struggle with the members in your family? Wow. Only like 20% of you struggle with your family members. The rest of you, I don't know what you're doing. Do you have family members? Anyway, family is meant to rub you, kind of to make you grow, help you grow. So it's not meant to be easy, but it's something that we learn to grow into. So one challenge with family is that unlike friends, you don't get to choose them. And unlike friends, you have to spend time with them. Like, you can't escape sometimes, right? Friends, you can hang out, and then once you're done, you're done. But family, even if you feel like you want to be done, they're still there. Also, I don't know if you experienced this, but in my family, my parents thought that they knew better than me. Oh, and my siblings, they always had their own opinions. So it wasn't so easy in the family. Oh, and my wife, she expects that I can read her mind and know that, everything that she needs, she expects me to understand. Right, that's right, yeah, that's right. But I haven't developed that superpower yet. That's the challenge. I have other skills, but not that one. Reading minds is not my forte. And my children, they don't listen to me all the time. What's this whole thing about family is happiness and peace and that kind of stuff? All these challenges are in the family. So what can we do with all these challenges? How can we deal with them? The answer is love. Love. I should have said the answer is a four-letter word. Let's read. Let's elaborate. Okay. This is 1 John chapter 4, verse 20. Whoever claims to love God yet hates a brother or sister is a liar. For whoever does not love their brother and sister whom they have seen cannot love God whom they have not seen. Interesting. Right? So this verse is basically saying that if you love God, you should love your neighbor or other people, or your, in this case, family. Right? Again, easier said than done, but that's why it's so important to cultivate our relationship with God. Earlier today, we're kind of changing up the service a little bit, and we're focusing a little bit more on the Spirit, less on the truth. I'm big on truth, but I'm evolving myself. I'm opening to that realm of Spirit. So we sang a few songs, a little bit longer than usual, but I really felt through the worship, like a feeling in my heart of like peace, and there's also a lot of words in the songs that really remind us about our relationship with God. And the reason why that relationship is so important in the family is because you need the source of love in order to love your family. Does that make sense? It's kind of like if you try to love your family just with your own power and energy, you will run out of steam. I guarantee it. So the only way you can continue to love your family is by making sure you are feeling loved. Does that make sense? Of course, there's the self-care and resting properly and so on and so forth. But most important is making sure that spiritually you're able to connect with the source of love, which is God. That's why we have church, guys. Is so that it can remind you to feel, and that's what I hope. I mean, it's not a guarantee, but what we're trying to do is help you guys feel God's love when you're here. Okay? Through the music, through the words, through the camaraderie, through the food. And really by replenishing your love and strengthening or renewing your commitment for the week, you can now go back and share that love with your spouse and your kids for another week. And then you got to come back and re-energize again, right? But there's also some practical tips. How do you practice love? So, number one, listen. Listen. Listening is love. Okay, who talks more, you or your spouse? Anyway, listening is love, guys. Everyone can do it. It's actually quite, well, for some people it's easy. Some people it's not easy. But listening is love. So if you just take the time to sit down with your spouse, your child, your sibling and say, hey, how are you? And not start lecturing them, oh, you know what Pastor Naokimi said today? You should have been at church. No. First, simply, yeah, how are you doing? How was your day? What's on your mind? So listening is love, and this is a really important practice I want to encourage our members to practice. Even when your wife snarls at you in the morning, and you and your wife have a screaming match, you should say, thank you, God, for my family member's anger. Try it 3 times. I didn't say this. This is Father Moon said this. Wait for 10 minutes and say to the other person, do it your way. I don't understand it at all. Then it gives a new positive stimulus to this relationship. That wasn't the best quote. But anyway, point is listen and seek understanding. And even if you don't understand, sometimes it's more important to unite than to be right. Oh, that almost rhymed. Unite instead of being right. Pretty good? Yeah? Okay. Another key point, patience. You know, I thought I was, this is a confession, I thought I was perfect at age 21, because that's what it says in the Divine Principle, that you're supposed to go through 3 stages of 7 years, and then you're perfect. So I thought I was perfect, and then I got married, and I got the marriage blessing, and then my wife told me how imperfect I was. And it was really challenging at first, but it helped me to realize that perfection is not a state of being, but it's an ongoing process. Also, I thought I was a really patient guy. Really, like among all my friends, I was like, man, I am so patient. Until I had kids. Oh my goodness. The way they make you feel. It's amazing. So the challenge is, if you understand that this is all a process, or the family is designed to help you grow as a person, to grow your heart, to grow your listening skills, to grow your patience, to grow your ability to care for others, then it all starts to make sense, right? If you think family is supposed to make you feel happy, no, you got it all wrong. Of course, that's part of it, but you have to understand that it's through your ability to engage centered on love that really allows you to grow and creates love in the family. Okay, just a few more quotes and we'll be done. Harmony is created when parents, children, and grandchildren unite in heart. No matter what difficulties come, the parents' heart of love for their sons and daughters and the grandparents' heart of love for their grandchildren should never change. Grandchildren also need to respect and love, grandchildren also need to respect and love their grandparents. The greatest happiness is generated within the family where 3 generations live together in love. How many guys live in 3-generation homes? Okay, there's like a handful. How's that going for you? So far, so good? Okay, that's good. I'm also living in a 3-generation. My parents live with us. And because true parents, our founders, emphasized the importance of living in 3 generations, that was part of the reason why I did that. It's not easy. And then you wonder, what do you mean this is the ideal model? Feels like you're fighting more when they live with you, right? But again, the point is, if you can make it work, and if you can grow your heart, then really the whole purpose of life here on earth is to grow in resemblance to God. And so if you're able to really learn to love with your mother-in-law or your son-in-law, that is really the challenge for you to help you grow. Of course, I do recommend having 2 kitchens. This is very important, okay? 2 kitchens. This is like a rule. There's some things you cannot share, okay? So if you want to do the 3-generation thing, 2 kitchens. So I'll conclude with this. I kind of already mentioned this, but the secret to really dealing with family well is really see every challenge as the opportunity to grow your heart. And the more you invest in this area, the more the fruits will come back 2-fold, 5-fold, 10-fold. The love will expand and multiply. So as challenging as it is, if you work and invest in this area, you will find the greatest happiness and fulfillment in your family. I'm going to end with one of my favorite passages in the Bible. This is 1 Corinthians. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. 1 Corinthians. So with that, I'd like you to take a moment to reflect. You can reflect on your own, or you can also turn to a neighbor and ask, what do I appreciate about each member of my family? Okay, you can at least find one thing per person. Try it, 5 minutes. Okay, let's wrap it up. Please thank your neighbor for sharing. Yes. Thank them for sharing. All right. So if I can get everyone's attention again. If you can hear me, please raise your hand and wave. Hello. All right. Thank you. So I was reflecting myself, and one thing I appreciate about my wife is that she organizes trips for the family. I'm usually busy doing my own mission trips, but she organizes trips, and she kind of expects that I won't join them. That's one challenge. She's like, "Oh, you're coming?" Like when I decide, like, if I finally like arrange my schedule to join them, they're like, "Oh, we don't have enough beds for you," you know. It's like, I'll bring my sleeping bag. Okay. And my daughter, she regularly, gives me hugs, which is very nice. I appreciate that. My son, he's like super chill, like calm. Like even when my wife is like yelling, and then my wife gets more mad, and just calmly petting the cat. Actually, my cat and my son are very similar in personality. But please take a moment today to, if you can, to express your appreciation to each of your family members. I think it's important to let them know that there is at least one thing you appreciate about them, okay? And then that can really help be an extension of God's love. Please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Parent, beloved true parents, thank you so much for this day, for gathering us here centered on really your purpose of experiencing your complete and wholesome love. I really pray that you can bless each and every person here, whatever they're going through. Please console them. Please reassure them. Please help them feel your support, your concern, your care. And I pray that they can find the strength to deal with any challenge that they're facing at this time. We're so blessed to have our beloved true parents who shared this truth with us, that the school, family, is the school of love. And I pray that in our daily lives that each of us can contribute even one bit more in creating that peace within our family, and together contribute to greater peace in our neighborhood and beyond. So thank you for gathering us all here. I'd like to offer this service, this sermon, up to you, and all in my name and everyone's names here. Naokimi Ushiroda Blessed Central Family, Aju.
All right, thank you so much, Pastor Naokimi, for your wonderful sermon. All right, now we're going to have one last song, and then during this song, we ask you to please stand up, and you may offer your tithes. During this song. So we're going to sing Teach Your Children.
You who are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Then teach your children well, your father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on
we actually have a special surprise for you. We have the children's choir. They have one song that they wanted to share and sing. They've been preparing for a long time. So you may be seated. Before they come up as they're getting ready, we actually have a few announcements that we wanted to share. So first of all, we really wanted to thank the Middlesex County volunteers this week for preparing and putting a lot of effort into making Sunday service work the way it does, and preparing our food, being the greeters, everything that they do. And now actually, I would like to invite up Mrs. Monica Lewis to share about the OWPA seminar. So please welcome her up too.
Thank you so much. All right, I got 1 minute. I'm going to talk fast, okay? And I think I can take 2, I hope. So OPA stands for One World Peace Association. You might have seen the flyer in the e-news. So OPA is a non-profit organization. It was incorporated 3 years ago. And the vision is grand. It's to establish a world of happiness, unity, peace, and freedom for all people. And one of OPA's hope is to help the reforestation of North Korea, and in particular, Father Moon's hometown, Cheongju, and Mother Moon's hometown, Anju. I'm sure you are familiar with the description of Father about his early childhood in the autobiography, right? Father describes his neighborhood as a beautiful countryside, lush green grass, beautiful trees, and also chasing eel in the riverside. But actually, when he went in 1991 to North Korea, Father apparently said he wished he had never gone there. Why? Because there was no more green grass around his home place, where he was, his hometown. There were no green trees, nothing. It was a barren wasteland, brown, muddy dirt all surrounding. You know, that's the reality of North Korea. Maybe you've seen the video footage. You can look it up on YouTube. So, you know, it's quite a serious situation. And so in our movement, North-South Korean unification is a big buzzword. But I feel like, you know, we need to see the reality, right? So we can align ourselves and we can figure out what can we do? What kind of projects can be developed? How can we help substantially in the unification process? So I want to really thank Dr. Wu, who came all the way from Korea on a private matter here. He's only 3 weeks in the US, but he graciously accepted OPA's invitation to give that seminar today. So I want to ask you to join us all. There will be a 30-minute presentation, question and answer, and a lot of Korean delicious snacks. So please join us. And I want to acknowledge Dr. Wu and his family. Please stand up for a minute and please welcome him to the US.
So another thing, I don't know if you've heard, probably you have, but Reverend Dunkley has been touring the country in his Blue Dragon tour. And he is coming here to Clifton, New Jersey on the 12th to 14th. And so we actually have a video that is going to be sharing more about what he's going to be talking about and bringing some excitement to that. So yeah, please look at the video.
표워터인 여러분들을 사랑하는
Just what we've been waiting for. I have to understand who True Mother is in this time, what she's saying, and where she's leading us into the future. there and have a great experience together.
So the link will be in the e-news. Please register, please come. And along with that, we are asked to make the best Sunday service ever. So that's what we're working on, and I hope you guys can all be there to experience it and participate and be part of that. And our last announcements is the WFWP Her Story Award event is coming up. And so we actually have one more video that's describing that one. Yeah. All right, and now let's welcome up with a big round of applause our New Jersey Family Church Children's Choir. They will be singing a song called Glorious for you today.
Okay, so this is the first show up of the children. You know, we've been practicing a lot, but you know, it's not that easy, but they made it today. So they're gonna sing about, what's the song? Glorious, okay? So it talks about the family still, you know, we have to come together. Each one has its part, so we come together to make it harmonious, okay? So here it go. All right, ready?
There is a purpose.
Thank you so much, Children's Choir. That was beautiful, amazing. You guys did a wonderful job. And thank you, everybody, for coming. Now, please join us downstairs for lunch and fellowship. And especially if you haven't been here for a while, or if you're new here, please come up and greet the pastor. They would love to come and talk to you and meet you. Yes, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming to Sunday service.
Of my heart, I want to see you. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. I want to see